Good morning, my dear students. I am your English teacher, Miss Sapna. In previous video, in the part first of narration, we have already read that what is narration, how many types are there, and what are the main four parts that you can find in direct speech. Now further we will learn the rule and regulation, how can we change any direct speech into indirect speech. So I will tell you today some rules and regulation. First of all, come to the reporting verb. As you all know that what is the reporting verb, I already told you in part first. So if your reporting verb, RV here is denoting reporting verb. If your reporting verb is in present or future tense, is in present or future tense. I hope you all understand what is the present tense and what is the future tense. If your reporting verb is in present or future tense, then the tense of reported speech, RS means reported speech, then the tense of reported speech will not change. And if your reporting verb is in past tense, reporting verb is in past tense, then you have to change, the tense of reported speech. Through example, I will explain you that how can we change the tense of reported speech. So let's take one example. Rama says, I am very sad. I am very sad. So see the word says, this is your reporting verb. As you all know, there are three forms of the verb. First one is the present one, second one is the past one, and the last one is past participle. We know as V1, V2 and V3. So say or says will come into the present one, said and said will come into the past and the past participle. So you can see that says, it means this is your present tense. So if your reporting verb is in present tense, then the tense of the reported speech, am is used here, it means it is your present tense. It means when you change the direct speech into indirect, no need to change the tense of reported speech. Why? Because our reporting verb is in present tense. If the sentence is Rama said, I am very hungry. Rama said, I am very hungry. Now see, reporting verb, it is in past tense. Now you have to change the tense of reported speech. It means when you change this sentence into indirect, then am will be changed into was. Why? Because our reporting verb is in past tense. Whenever any sentence given to you for changing it from direct to indirect, you first of all, what you have to see? First of all, you have to see the reporting verb, that whether it is in past tense or whether it is in future tense or whether it is in present tense. If it is in present or future, then no need to change the tense of reported speech, or if it is in past tense, then you have to change the tense of reported speech. I hope you understand this rule. Now let's move forward with another rules. You have to write down this rule in your notebook also, so that you can learn it easily. And try some examples also to change from direct to indirect. Let's move forward. The second rule about the narration is for changing from direct to indirect. What you have to remember? You have to remember that when we combine the reporting verb with reported speech, RV means reporting verb and RS means reported speech. When you have to combine this, you have to use a connector word. Connector word means conjunction, we can say that. So we have to remove the commas This is your reporting verb and this is your reported speech. When we change this sentence from direct to indirect, what you have to do? You have to remove the inverted commas, and for removing inverted commas you have to use a connector, and the connector is that. And remember one thing, that is used only for the assertive sentences. What is assertive sentence? Assertive sentence means simple sentence. Simple sentences, for joining the simple sentences with reporting verb and reported speech, you have to use a connector, and it would be that. Okay, this is very important. For joining the reported verb with reported speech, you have to remove these inverted commas, and for removing this you have to use a connector, and it will be that. It is only for assertive sentences or negative sentences. For imperative sentences or for interrogative, you will use another connectors that I will tell you later. Now the third rule you have to remember for changing any direct into indirect, about the person. How to change the person? How to change the pronoun words that is used in reported speech. You have to change the pronoun words that is used in reported speech only. Okay, no need to change the reporting verb. You have to change the pronoun that is used in reported speech. Before going to this rule, we have to learn the table of pronoun first. So I am making the table of pronoun here. You have to make it in your FA notebook also. So let's, as you all know that pronoun contains three persons: first person, second person and third person. I am standing here, I am speaking, I am the first person. You are listening me, you are the second person. And we both are talking about another topic. Now we are talking about the narration, so this is your third person. If we are both talking about any other person, that will be counted into the third person. So let's make a table here first. As you all know, there are different cases in the, we will use here only 3 cases, because for narration we need only 3 cases here. So first one is the subjective case. This is your possessive adjective. What is the meaning of possessive? Possessive means the ownership, possession, showing any possession. It means showing any ownership to anything. So which word is used here? I, my, and this is the objective case. Me, and we, are, in us. This is the persons of, this is the pronoun words of first person. I, we will count in subjective case, my and our will count into possessive adjective, and me and us will count into objective case. Now come to the second person. You will count into subjective case, your and you. This is your second person. Now third person is he, his, him, she, her, it, its, it, and they, their, them. This is your table of pronoun that we need to know how to change the pronoun in reported speech. You should make this table in your notebook, because it is very useful when you try to change the pronoun word, when you try to change the person in reported speech. First person will take I, my, me, we, are, us. Second person you, your, you. And third person he, his, him, she, her, it, its, it, they, their, them. They are the different cases. And now the one question arises in your mind is, why it is called the subjective case, why it is called the possessive adjective, and why it is called objective case? The answer of it is, when you use these words in any sentence of English, you can find that they are used as a subject in a sentence. Like I am a girl, I am very happy, I am feeling very sad, we are going to market. It means you can see that in these sentences, these words are the subjects of the sentence. That's why these words are called subjective case. When you use these words like my, our, your, his, her, it's, their, they will do the work of possessive adjective in any sentence. Like, this is my marker. It means my is used here for showing the possession. So these words are used as a possessive adjective in any sentence. That's why the name is given here, possessive adjective. Now come to the objective one, me, us, you, him, her, it, them. When you use these words in any sentence, you will find that they are always used as the object in a sentence. That's why the name is given to them objective case. I hope you will understand all the table of pronoun. Now let's see how can we change it when we change our direct speech into indirect. For changing it, you have to remember one thing, that is son. It means first person will change according to the subject, second person will change according to the object, and third person will no change. As means here subject, or means object, and means no need to change anything. Okay. So let's take one example. Nitesh said, I will meet you later. What Nitesh said? I will meet you later. मैं तुमसे बाद में मिलूँगा. Now, as you all know, Nitesh, this is your reporting verb. So write down it here. Said. Now remove the inverted commas. What we have to use for removing the inverted commas? That. Now come to the pronoun word. I. I will come in which person? This is your first person. I will come in first person, and first person will change according to the subject. Whose subject? Subject of reporting verb. This is your reporting verb. This is the subject of reporting verb. It means we have to change I according to Nitesh. So Nitesh is the name of a boy. For boy we can use which pronoun word? We can use he, his and him. For your convenience, you can write down the three main cases of he, and we have to write the cases of I also. If you remember, I, my and me. Now what you have to change? You have to change I. So I, see the I. What is the subjective case of I? If I is the subjective case, then we have to use the subjective case of he. So what is the subjective case of he? He. So we have to change I into he. Okay, you have to remove I and you have to use here he. Why? Because first person will change according to the subject of reporting verb. This is your reporting verb and this is the subject. So you have to change I according to the subject. Subject, Nitesh is a boy. We have to use he, his, him, I, my, me. So I will remove into he. Now say this is you. Which person is you? You will come into the second person. If you remember the table, you will come into second person, and second person will change according to the object. But here there is no object. So we have to add an object here. So I am changing this sentence. Nitesh said to Nirja. What he said? Nitesh said to, now will change into told Nirja that. I will change into he, will change into would, meet. Now come to the pronoun word. You is your second person. So you will change, second person will change according to the object. This is your reporting verb. Nitesh is the subject of this reporting verb and Nirja is the object of this reporting verb. So object Nirja. Nirja is a girl. So we have to change it. So we have to change this you according to Nirja. So write down the person of second cases. You are you, and Nirja is a girl. So we will write here she, her and her. Now in second person, whenever you use the second person, you have to take care that there are two cases, they are the same, you and you. Subjective case and objective cases are the same, but what you have to see, that this you is used as a subject or as a object in a sentence. If it is used as a subject, then you will be changed into she, and if it is used as a object in a sentence, then you will be changed into her. So we have to see that you is used as a subject in a sentence or as a object in a sentence. I will meet you. So I is already subject here. So you is the object of this sentence. So what you have to see, this you will not change into she because we have used here the objective case. So this you we have to use here. It means you will be changed into her. So what will be the indirect of this sentence? Nitesh said to Nirja, I will meet you later. So what will be the indirect of this sentence? Nitesh told Nirja that he will change into would, meet, you will change into her. How it is changed? You have to see the rule regarding to changing the person. If there is second person in any reported speech, then you have to go to the object. Object of what? Object of reporting verb. Said to is a reporting verb. Nirja is doing the work of object here. So we have to change the second person according to Nirja. So Nirja is a girl. So we have write down here she, her, and you, your, you. Now one more thing you have to remember. You pronoun word has two cases and they are same. Subjective and objective case are same. So what you have to see, you have to come back to the reported speech and you have to see that you is used, you is doing the work of a subject here or doing the work of object here. If it is doing the work of subject here, then use subjective case, and if it is doing the work of object, then use here objective case. I have seen in this sentence that it is doing the work of object. That's why I changed this you into her. I hope you will understand that how can we change this second person pronoun word into indirect speech. Now suppose if there is a third person, like which pronoun would come into in third person? Like Nitesh said to Nirja, he will meet you later. He is your third person. So what you have to do? No need to see anything. You just have to write he. If there is she, you have to write there she. If there is it, you have to write it. If there is they, then you have to write they. No need to see any pronoun word if there is third pronoun word is used, third person pronoun word is used in reported speech. I hope you will understand that how can we change the pronoun word, pronoun person in direct speech. If you have any problem regarding any three rules that I told you today, you can ask with me and you have to do practice of it because you need more writing practice for learning this topic. And if you have any difficulty, you can ask with me. Thank you so much.